Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel. Back
A
in it
lot of
again.
interesting matches. 7
Mhm.
matches altogether.
7 matches. 6 of them could be match of the night.
hmm Starting off with the first match of our previews and predictions, which I
Hmm.
think this might just kick it off. Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins.
It might, but I'm gonna give my prediction though. I think Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens will kick it off. But
I can
hey,
see that
we'll
too.
see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, let's talk about Seth and Bronson beating the hell out of each other week after week after week. This feud, I think this feud is gonna get like really hectic. It's not gonna end here.
Nah,
It's definitely not gonna end
I
here.
see it's going 3 matches.
It could go like for 3 pay-per-views. That is, they could be on and off like Punk and Drew, but Seth, I
I can
think
see
Seth
that.
has more to prove than Bronson Reed here. I think Bronson's gonna. I think Bronson should be feuding with honestly, he should be in like either the title picture, like mid title picture, or he's on Raw, so he should be feuding with like maybe Braun Breaker. That's the thing that people wanted to see. But the Seth Rollins thing, like it's really set up for Seth to win here because he's been getting beat up by Braun a lot, and even when he does, like when you think he beats Braun, he gets right back up. So when it comes to Bronson Reed, I'm like, oh man, how many tsunamis will Seth eat today? And then if he doesn't get hit by any tsunamis, turns out, but he gets beat up anyways. So we'll see how that match goes. I kind of do see Seth winning here because usually when WWE, has somebody getting beat up so much, they have to give them a win.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep. And, Bronson put Seth on the shelf again for like 2 months. So he came back. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Me personally, I have Bronson winning.
Mm-hmm.
He's a
Just
Triple
going to
H
keep
guy.
beating him up.
Triple H been pushing him for a while.
Just going to keep
Pushed
beating
him
him
as
up.
a real threat. My predictions: 8 tsunamis.
8 tsunamis.
Yeah, to send a message. And I'll say
Send
one.
what
I'll say
message?
one of the 8 is going to be through that announce table. Because remember, they tried to do that spot,
He's
but
not
Seth
kicking out
moved.
of that.
Nah,
I
but
like look, eight
I don't know.
tsunamis.
I just feel like Bronson should win this. Like after
I
everything
mean,
they've done with him and how
I
they
guess,
built him
but
up,
he's beating Seth up too much.
that
Usually,
is
like
true.
Seth got to get a win here, at least.
Hmm. If he does get a win, it has to be something where at the end of the match where Bronson doesn't like it and he still ends up packing them up.
I think what happens is Bronson gonna hit a tsunami. Seth gonna have his knees up, and then before he recovers, he's gonna hit him with the curb stomp.
We're gonna need more than
That
just one.
scenario makes so much sense right here.
Mm. But
But
either way, I could see Bronson winning.
yeah, we could.
But now on to another match.
But,
The United States Championship match. LA Knight versus Camelo Hayes versus Eldrade. And me personally,
again,
I'll give this
here
to
we go.
Camelo Hayes.
I was going the opposite route. I'm saying Andrade is going to take this one. Because
Mm.
it's just, the way his promos have been going, it's almost like he's hinting that he's going to be the next US champion. I think LA Knight's reign is up. It's not like LA Knight's not short of boring, right? But like you can tell, like, yo, I'm going to lose the belt. You can tell that vibe from wrestlers from time to time. But if it's the Hayes, fine. Hayes, he deserves it. He's been talking. He's been doing this thing. I just feel like Andrade now, I think this is his time. This is his time, and
I think
it makes
with
sense because WWE loves their Spanish wrestlers, right? And if Andrade's gonna come in here right now, especially with his new gimmick, and him being closely related to Charlotte's family, they already
mhm.
know they love giving Charlotte her title opportunities. So who knows, man? Andrade might pick up his first titles win here, apart from being in NXT, but he's gonna. I feel like this is the time. But if Carmelo wins, it makes sense too, because he's been more against LA Knight than Andrade on this like triangle feud. He's like, oh, I'm gonna take that belt away from you. Although he's been calling Andrade washed for so much time. How is he washed if he's still if he's still trying to get his get up in the roster? But I don't know.
Mhm.
But either
I
way,
feel like it's Carmelo's time. Like I feel like if you put the IC title back on Braun and you put the United States Championship on Carmelo, you're planting the seeds for them as your future WWE champion and your future world champion. You just have to put them to the test to carrying the mid card, which I think they'll really carry on their backs.
yeah.
And honestly, I would make Carmelo Hayes the longest reigning United States champion.
Oh
I would
shit,
actually do that.
that would be what 12, 1,300 days. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Man's gonna have that for 3 years. You know that?
Shoot, hey, he that good.
All right,
He's
shit.
better than his NXT self. I'll say that.
That's a big claim to make.
Time
three
for him to
years of
put
U.S.
people,
championship.
put them in their
Wow,
place.
wow.
We need a Hill to have a dominant reign with
I
the United States Championship. Because
I do
sure
agree
we
that
had
the
Logan,
championships need to
but
be
Logan
like
was here and
dominated.
there.
Yeah, I agree that the mid card championship needs to be dominated because Gunther made the IC title great by holding it
Hmm.
for that long. So if the US title needs somebody like that, I guess it makes sense.
The thing
However,
is,
I
I don't
think
want
if
to
he needs
see.
a heel to do it, I think
Yeah,
Andrade is the perfect one.
Andrade as a hit. I would like to see Andrade as a heel with
And I
like the
don't
World
want.
Heavyweight Championship.
I don't think he's there yet. He
You don't think
can
he's there
get
that?
there. He's
Hmm.
not there yet. He can get there. Although I want him to win the US title, he's not there yet for the world championship. I think he needs. It's not like his wrestling is bad. He just needs to like get like his moves down back better. I feel like though we put him in this feud specifically to like have him, get better. Because when it comes to Hayes, we all know Hayes can do his stuff. Elena can
Yeah.
do his stuff. Andrade just because he has a new gimmick now and shit. So I think he still needs time. He'll win the world championship one day. Not saying because Charlotte's his wife, but I think he'll work
But the
hard
real
for it.
question is, where does like I know where he goes from here, but where does LA Knight goes from here? And the one thing I didn't point out,
I
who
think he
takes the
goes to
pin?
Hmm?
Who eats the pin? That's the thing.
No, I think LA eats the pin either. If he loses, he's eating the pin. That's it.
Honestly, I got
Nobody's not gonna let him lose the belt if he doesn't eat the pin.
Andrade eating the pin and there's Carmelo pinning him. Because that he'll have that over Andrade. Because I feel like their feud it's not done yet.
It's not done. But you gotta remember that because this is LA that we're talking about. I don't think it would be fair because he's gonna have a one-on-one rematch if he doesn't take the pin to whoever beats him. That's just how it goes. If he eats the pin, it's gonna be fairing. Well, okay, you pinned me, you beat me. But like, let's say Carmelo wins and he pins Andrade, and LA wasn't in the ring, and that's gonna bring up a whole other feud where, oh, you didn't really beat me, you beat Andrade and shit, so you're gonna have to beat me for the belt again. So that's why I'm
Hmm.
like, that's why WWE doesn't like dragging out these feuds and shit. So I do see LA. If LA loses, he's eating the pin. If he retains now, I just don't see the point because this story is not going to end if he retains because they're all against each other. They're all in the same damn rosters. So if he loses, I can see him going straight to SmackDown. That's me. LA going to SmackDown. Somebody go to Raw. I can trade places. Who knows? I can
I can
see
see
that.
Andrade going to Raw. Then, if that's the case, then that kind of proves my point of him. Them the way they've been building him slowly
And plus, didn't
to the world title.
Jay Uso's on SmackDown now, right?
Well, yeah, that's because he had got permission storyline wise by Nick Aldis. But we already know the brand split.
Yeah, storyline
Clearly.
wise, but he's really on SmackDown now.
Mm-hmm.
He has no reason to be on Raw because
Yeah.
like all the people he wants to get back at is on SmackDown. So
Yep. But on to the next match. A match that people felt like was just thrown together because they wanted female talent on the card. I don't feel that way, but it's for the tag team championships. Jade and Bianca versus
Damage Control,
Chelsea and Piper Niven, the Sky Pirates, as I call them, Io Sky,
Sky Pirates.
Kyrie, Metaphor, Last Legend, and Jakara. So, who
Yeah,
did we have
Chelsea Green
winning
and
this
Piper
match?
Niven too. Um, I wouldn't say it's thrown together. They have been hinting this matchup for like a long, not a long time, but Chelsea and Niven have been like on NXT just attacking Lash and Jakara for so long. So I'm like, they're definitely gonna fight, but are they gonna fight on NXT or are they gonna fight, on SmackDown or maybe a pay-per-view? So it got to a point where Io got involved backstage and like that one segment, and then Kyrie didn't like what she see, and she was like, "All right, we're gonna try to like when Chelsea tried to insult them, and Chelsea didn't understand what they were saying, and that was funny." But when Bianca was there to, she was in the ring, right? Jade was there. They were trying to give a promo. Then Chelsea Green interrupted them, and I'm like, it's
Mm-hmm.
starting to piece together. It's it makes sense. The only part that don't make sense is what Lash Legend and Jakara got on Bianca and Jade. They don't got anything. So that's how it was thrown together. But either way, AO got like beef with Chelsea and Piper, and they got beef with Jade and Bianca. It's just Lash and Jakara don't make sense. If they win, if Lash and Jakara win, this just makes it makes shit really interesting because they're still an NXT roster. They're still signed.
Mm-hmm.
So them having the belts and still be, coming to like well they come to Raw if they win. That makes shit really interesting for the tag
So
team
those
women
your
division.
picks.
I don't have them winning. I think Jaden's Bianca will retain. I think this was a entertainment match to throw together because they are in Saudi Arabia. Although they like their women, they're all going to be dressed like fucking Muslims. So this was like
Stop.
a match thrown
Stop.
together to like. I'm being honest. This
I
was
know
a
you're
match
being
thrown
honest.
together. I'm being honest. I mean,
I hear the
you
honesty,
don't
but to
you
some
don't
people,
have
that tone of voice ain't gonna. It's gonna sound like something else.
it is.
Me
But
personally, I have a
Bianca and
surprise
Jay
pick.
don't lose in Saudi. They won't lose in Saudi. They lose
I
so
have
anywhere else, but
hmm, I have Piper and Chelsea winning.
hmm, Piper and Chelsea.
Yep,
I don't
and I
know,
have them
man.
pinning Lash and Jakara to continue their little rivalry that's going on between NXT and the main
It
roster.
it would make sense, and this is the only way I'd agree with you. That's if they're gonna break up Jade and Bianca, which they should finally do, and have Jade go on her solo run. That's the only way I see this happening. Because Jade and Bianca can't be a tag team after they lose the belts again.
Yeah, they
They
can't.
can't. Bianca got to go do her thing. Jay got to go do her thing. Either they split them up, like one goes to Raw, one stays on SmackDown, or what. But like, after this, if they lose tomorrow, they can't still be a tag team. That's the
Mm.
only way. I
I
don't
think the
see Io
one
and
thing.
Carrie winning either. I think Io still got like
Mm,
her singles thing going. Uh,
I feel like they both
But
should go on a
damage
singles
control
run.
is kind of broken right now, so it's not. It really don't make sense for them to win.
Yeah, I feel like it's time for them to go on a singles run.
Yeah.
The Sky Pirates are
Lash
cool,
Legend.
but
Hmm?
it's time for them to go on that run.
Yeah. When it comes to Lash and
Now
Jakara, I don't know. They can. They
they
the
could pull a
NXT.
swerve.
They. I was gonna say they could pull a page. Like still on NXT, have one damn match on a pay per view. Not even a pay per view. Like have your first official WWE match against like actual signed WWE women and pull off an upset and win. Bring the titles to NXT, right? And create a whole story feud like with the women over there and with the women on Raw. That would make sense.
I've been actually
That would
saying
pull more
they need
views
to
in.
mix the tag teams up because NXT has the best women's tag team division.
That's where I was going. You bring the belts over and have the women try to fight over it, like, oh, those are WWE belts. We have the
Yep, and then
NXT
you fix the
women's
problem
tag
about the
team
tag
belts.
belts being mediocre.
Yeah, but you have
It
the
fixes that
NXT
problem.
women tag belts, but that don't really work, for the long run. If you have the official WWE tag belts over there, and as long as they hold them, it makes sense why the women's division is gonna have more views because
Yeah,
Jakara and Lash bring views. So yeah,
and if they do, well, whenever Triple H gets a chance, whoever wins these belts, whether it's here or Mania, change the design. These Power Ranger belts ain't it.
I mean
They're
it's
really
not that
not.
bad. It's not
They're
that
not the
bad
nickels
though.
and dimes and the pennies of the men's
Yes, those
division,
belts are fucking
but
off.
please
We
change
had to
it.
watch those shits for what 6 years. Shit was so
Yes.
bad.
Not even 6, more like 10, 11. Because the women's tag belts,
Oh, you're talking about
they
yeah.
just
I'm
they
talking
just
about the
babies.
red and blue straps. Those were fucking awful. But like the
Those
bronze
were
design
awful.
with the black strap,
But
I didn't like it, but it worked. But the red and blue
they thought it
straps,
looked cool because
those
Brett
didn't
came out
work.
with it.
That was a bad decision. Because
Yeah.
you're gonna take away like the not even the WCW design, but like the old WWE design where they look like the WWE Championship belts, and those look good. Like I remember
Hmm.
when Edge and Christian had them, and I'm like, yeah. And then the Hardy's Boys won, and that those belts look really clean. And then they just tossed them
Yes,
away and brought in the bronze, like the bronze fucking thing with that. Just looks so ugly.
they
So,
did. But you know what isn't
anyways,
ugly?
what?
This next match in this feud right here,
I
Randy and
agree.
Kevin Owens.
Now
I got
this
KO
match
winning.
was thrown together. Yeah, I agree. I got KO winning.
Like the momentum
The
they
thing with
have with
Randy right
KO,
now,
you can't not have him win.
I can see where he could lose and be more unstable, right? Because you can see how this is what Randy trying to help KO, gain his like not his consciousness, but regain his like mental like fortitude going forward. Like you're not this type of guy, KO. You gotta snap out of it. I'm here to help you. I'm not really here to beat you down. But I can see like Randy winning, and after the match, Randy tries to help him up, and KO, beats up Randy to the point that Randy's got to be shelved for like a month or so. Randy comes back, takes his revenge. KO's more unstable. A long story short, that's a long story. But while Randy's shelved, he goes to feud with Cody Rhodes. And maybe in a championship match with Cody, Randy comes back and costs KO, the title shit. But who knows? If and I predict Kevin's gonna win the match, but let's say Kevin wins, you know, he beats up Randy anyways because he's over heel, shelves him or whatever, or maybe not. Because either way, if Kevin wins, this feud won't end. But if Randy wins, I think the feud is ended because he still got to go the Cody route.
Yeah,
But
and I can say
I
this.
see KO winning. just
how
because he has more momentum.
mhm, how Kevin hesitated to take care of Cody's knee. He's not going to hesitate on Randy's back.
Oh no, he's not. So
Mm-mm.
and plus we all know he has that back. Um, the power bomb on the apron, he always does. He's gonna hit that on Randy. I know he is.
He gonna hit about 3 times.
Oh man,
It's gonna be twice on that ramp, and then it's gonna be once on the announce table. It's probably gonna
maybe
be a
one on the
reversal
steel
from
steps
Randy
and
doing
one
it.
on the fucking. I see one on the floor, one on the steel steps. Or maybe
Mm.
he's gonna have one of the. Well, we haven't seen him do this like much, but one from the top rope. That's probably how he pins Randy because he has
Mm-hmm.
done this before when he hits the power bomb on the top rope.
Yep.
But either
But
way, I have KO
either
winning.
way, Kevin needs to be the one that comes out, victorious. And plus, I could see him main eventing Saturday night main event with Cody in December.
Yeah, and that's what Randy cost him if Randy ends up getting shelves by KO. Because again, Randy's trying to help him because Randy said, "Yo, I've been in places that you are right now. I want to help you because it's not a good place to be in." And KO's like, I don't care about all that. Stay on my way. But I think this is WWE
Mhm.
trying to tell us that this is not gonna really, it's not gonna end at Crown Jewel. This is gonna just pick up. Like Randy's gonna go do his own thing, but KO's gonna be like a crash out going forward. So even if Cody loses the belt, so like sometime before WrestleMania, which I don't really see, I think Cody I think Kevin's gonna have something to do with that. Either he wins or he costs Cody the belt, somebody else wins. But either way, Cody versus Kevin Owens is, I think, it's a big sight to see going forward to this WrestleMania. I don't see KO winning the Royal Rumble. Not say
Nah,
it can't happen, but
I'll say he'll come down to like the final five.
or will he win the Elimination Chamber and get Cody anyways?
Hmm.
I don't know. It can happen.
Yep. But on to our next match. Cinema. The OG bloodline versus Solo's bloodline. Jimmy J and Roman versus Samoan Suge Knight, the Glazer,
Someone should do.
and the Wild Thornberries.
Wild Thornberries, yeah. Oh man.
Hmm. Honestly,
Solo, I love you, my tribal chief.
honestly,
Do it like 5 times per minute, and that's a match right there. This match is gonna
I
be
would
good.
give this win to Solo and them.
What? To
I
Solo?
would. Because remember, Roman already has one up on them already with Cody. I
Yeah.
would give Solo and them the win.
Oh no, not just that. They have Sami Zayn now. I'm talking about
But
like
but the thing is that hasn't
Solo
been
probably has Sammy in
confirmed.
his corner.
Yeah,
Sammy
because
probably
from the
comes out.
outside looking in, we don't know what him and we know what they were talking about, but we don't know if Sammy, agreed or not. We're
No, it
looking in
don't
just
matter.
like how
Like
the Usos looked in.
he went up to his car and he was talking and he nodded in agreement to something. So don't be surprised if during the match Jay's trying to hit a splash. No, not Jay, but Jimmy's trying to hit a splash, and like
Hmm.
Sammy comes out of nowhere and distracts him, and Bloodline picks up the win. I wouldn't be surprised because why would they have Sammy do pull that shit like a week before Crown Jewel if he wasn't gonna get involved? I don't know, but Jimmy and Jay already knows, but does Roman know? I don't know. But does Roman care? I don't know either.
Here's another thing. I don't think people realized it. So you remember when backstage Jimmy, not Jimmy, no, yes, Jimmy. Jimmy had asked, was Sammy was gonna be a part of everything, help them out. He asked him, and he was like, no, because I told him, he's not family. So he's like, all right, well, I've been saying that for a good minute, but
Yeah, Jay
just in
told
case,
him
let me
it's
go
not family
see.
because
Now
Jimmy
here's the
don't
thing
like
with that.
yeah.
He went to go see, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jimmy said, don't bring him into this. You can see they said that on camera for Roman. Because I don't think Roman wants Sammy involved because of the same
No,
thing Jay
because
said. They're not
this
family.
I told you this too. It has nothing to do with Sammy. Like he was in the
But
bloodline for like 3 months. It was cool and all,
mhm,
but like right now, like this is real family business. If
yeah.
Sammy wants to get involved, it makes sense why Solo would use him to try to like disrupt the whole thing. Because Solo don't care about the family; he just cares about his status. That's
Yeah.
why when Jay was in the ring talking to Solo and like, "Yo, you can do whatever you want, but don't break up the family." That's like
Mhm,
them indicating that, oh, I could just bring anybody else in. Then I can bring Sammy since he knows how Roman's bloodline used to work.
mhm,
I could bring him in and have him like
mhm,
terrorize the place and you know be like a 6 man to this thing, so he can just be in the back and still like
mhm,
be a part of the storyline. It makes sense, and this is why I said Kevin Owens could get involved too. Because if Sammy and KO is gonna be like because I don't know. Because I thought Sam would have been on Roman's side since he was a face, but now he's kind of a heel. If he goes with Solo's thing, he's gonna be a heel, and Kevin's gonna be a heel,
mhm, mhm.
and I don't see
But
Kevin joining the bloodline. So yeah,
nah, nah. After all the shit they put him through, I just don't see that. But
yeah,
that brings me back to the Roman point. When Jimmy had met up with Jay, Jay said, "Did you speak with Sammy?" Like if
yeah.
they said that just for Roman was watching them on TV.
Oh, it's Jay with Sammy and Jimmy. So
Yeah, before they
Jimmy
saw
asked Jay that
Sammy go talk
you
to
saw
Solo.
Sammy. I'm like, yeah, yo, shh.
Yeah,
Put
that's
it to the
why I
back.
said they said that on
Mhm.
camera for Roman, but they
Yeah.
did the little, cutaway outside, like, pretending the cameras are not there, saying, hey,
Mhm.
we gotta get Sammy.
Yeah, they tried to, but like WWE always doing the plot twists and everything. They're not gonna get Sammy at all because like you can see him talking to Solo in the car, and he nodded in agreement to something. We don't know what he nodded to, but you can see like he was talking. And when Jimmy asked, "Yo, you talk to me yet?" and he pointed over there, the camera explicitly pointed to Sammy saying, "Yeah," and he was like, mm-hmm. Then it just drove off. Like Solo's giving them instructions or something. So I think that this is more of a feud towards not towards Sammy hating Roman, but towards Sammy thinking he got betrayed by Jay. Because although him and Jay have been tied on Raw, with Jimmy coming back now and he don't really trust Jimmy like that, think he's trying to corrupt Jay again. I think this is him trying to this is Solo trying to manipulate Sammy, saying if you join my bloodline, I can make sure that Jay gets saved from like Jimmy because
Mm-hmm.
my bloodline's a true bloodline, and I don't corrupt people like Roman did. I think that's what's happening. So, and we all know Sammy doesn't mind joining a bloodline. So since Roman doesn't kick them out, or well, you know, he kind of got himself kicked out, but since he got kicked out of Roman's bloodline, he took that shit personal. So maybe this is more of like I don't want to see Roman's bloodline get formed again after like Jay worked so hard to get out of it, and Jimmy's trying to put it back together. So I'm gonna join Soul's bloodline to crush them once and for all. That makes the most sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. I honestly
Cinema.
don't know who could win this match, but if Sam gets involved, then Solo wins. Because Roman short one member still, because Jacob's still gonna be in that match. So well, Tangaloa will be there at the side. I don't know if it's Tamon or like Tonga's gonna wrestle, but they're
It's
short
Tom.
one
It's
guy.
uh it's Tama.
All right. So, well, they're still short one guy. The song is gonna get involved.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
we'll see.
the next match, sections match of the night.
Hey, let me talk to
Nia
y'all real
Jax
quick,
versus
man.
Liv Morgan
Let me talk to
for the
y'all real quick,
first
man.
ever women's crown jewel championship.
Let me talk to y'all real quick, man. Let me say a couple words real quick, man, for the people in the back. Let me talk to y'all. You see, Liv looks good. All right. She's a baddie. We all know that. She can wrestle. She's talented. She got mic skills. But she's no Nia Jax, man. She's no Nia Jax. Nia, the full package, literally. She got the mic skills. She got the wrestling talent. And she just got the attitude. So if you ask me, this is gonna be a match between dominance and a match between I have something to prove. But whatever you got to prove, Liv, I think you should stay over in that Judgment Day thing. But Nia is here to win. And that's my girl Nia right there. Now, this match could end with Dominic being involved, distracting Nia from doing Annihilator. Like she's about to hit it on Liv. Dom comes up at the side of the ropes, tries to distract her, and then Liv moves out of the way. I can see that happening. Nia's kind of outnumbered here because any of the Judgment Day could come out and distract her. Anybody. So it is gonna be tough, but I think my queen can do it because she is the current queen of the ring. She's the current WWE Women's Champion. So I think she'll get it done. And as for Liv, I just don't see you winning that belt tomorrow. I don't see it at all. You can get all the help you can get, but that's the only way. But I believe you should watch out because Nia's coming for that belt. Match of the night, people. Tune in.
uh Honestly,
Oh, by the way, I didn't mention her real quick, man. We talk about that old she over there, Raquel Rodriguez. I know you're gonna get involved. I know it. You're gonna be there. If you dare lay a finger on Nia Jax, I promise you, it's gonna be war. It's gonna be absolute war. Cause oh shit, I just remembered something. Tiffany Stratton is still is a thing. Shit. Tiffany's gonna cash in tomorrow.
I was
I
just about
just
to
hope
get
she
into that.
doesn't cash in on fucking
I was just
Raquel.
about to say the
Please
real
don't
winner
cash
is
in.
Tiffany.
Oh shit.
Guess who's
All right, I
losing
changed
the
my winner.
belt
I changed my winner. I
tonight?
changed my winner. I changed my winner. I changed my winner.
Naya.
Liv can win. Liv can win the belt. No, Liv can win the belt as long as Nia doesn't lose hers. Liv can win the crown jewel belt. Tiffany comes down, decides who to cash in on. Nia being the one who lost. Obviously, you think it's Nia, but Liv looks more vulnerable because she got the most damage,
Ah,
and she already won. Maybe because she rolled Nia up or something. But I think Tiffany's music's gonna hit at the end of the match.
nah, I think she already gonna be out there.
I don't know, man. If it was no DQ, this could have been like interesting, but man, I think Raquel's gonna prevent Tiffany from cashing on Liv. But if Nia somehow takes out takes out Raquel, or Raquel gets sent to the back by the ref, this is tough, man. This does
Either
not
way,
look good
somebody
for
gonna
my
get hit with that
queen.
moonsault,
This does not look good for my queen, man.
and it's gonna be Naya. Sometimes you gotta put, those bullies in their place. Cause the way she been treating Tiffany, nah, bro.
I mean, Tiffany had it coming, man. She been side eyeing her for like
When?
months. Shit. She what do you mean win? She's always like taking the spotlight away
yes,
from
because she
Nia.
chose to side with her.
Yeah,
So
but
she, you can
she
say in that way.
like before
But they
Nia
didn't
won
have
the
to
belt.
lead to where it lead to,
No, but before
being
Nia had the belt,
abused
like
and
she was
purposely
always
abused,
overshadowing her. She was
getting ripped up
stepping in
on.
front of her in her she was stepping in front of her in her interviews. Like Nia was like shutting up, and she was like, "Who's this bitch? What are you doing?" Right, and she was always taking her spotlight, talking for her and stuff. Now that Nia has the belt and Tiffany won the Money in the Bank, Nia knows that she got to watch her back. Although she agreed that hey, you're cashing on Liv, so you can go to Raw. But I don't think she's gonna go to Raw, man.
Nah, she's staying on SmackDown.
Which is why this is a dangerous situation.
Not that dangerous.
It is because
Come on,
this is
Triple
gonna
H,
lead.
do it. It's
No,
the
don't
right
do
decision.
it.
Call and audible.
Oh, since Rhea is injured now,
Yeah,
Liv
that
losing
pushes her out the
right
picture.
now makes more sense. Like have Tiffany win the belt, have her go to Raw, and have her feud with Liv, or have her feud with somebody else. But her if she wins versus Nia, that's gonna just set up the automatic. Oh, Nia, if you betrayed me, and oh I didn't betray you. You should have known this was coming. And I'm like, I don't want to see all that shit. Hey, this is Bailey versus Io again. Like I don't want to see this shit. So Nia, please win and please get out of there when you do. So it's like
Nah, stay a
one
little
pretty
longer.
smooth salt and it's over. Because if this was a no DQ match, it would have been really interesting. But either way, please, Nia, don't lose. I want to see you rock the crown jewel as double champion. I want to see that. So this is the year of Nia
It
Jax,
is what
Queen
it
of the
is.
Ring, WWE Championship, Crown Jewel Women's Championship. I need to see that. I forgot about Tiffany, man. I
Yep.
mean, I
I
know
was gonna bring
Raquel
her
was
up.
going to be there, but Tiffany got to be there then. Just because of Raquel. Shit. I'm not looking forward to this match.
Now that I heard how you feel about it, oh, I'm looking very interested into this match.
This is how I'm going to be watching the match the whole time.
But now, our main event: Cody Rhodes versus Gunther for the first ever men's, not male,
I'm like,
Crown
Mel.
Jewel Championship. Now, I've said
I'm
plenty of
so
times,
honest with
I
you.
have Gunther winning.
It would seem so. As much as I don't like Cody because he disrespected the tribal chief, Roman
Oh
Reigns,
my goodness!
I really don't see him losing here. And as much as I love Gunther and don't like Cody, I don't think this win really does anything for Gunther.
I mean, not really.
He
It's just
can
an
win.
achievement.
It's just an achievement. But I think Cody's more of the people person. And WWE being in Saudi Arabia is more of them trying to, you know, indicate that, okay, we're here for the people. We want to have like the more famous person be involved or win. And that would be Cody. So since and believe it or not, Saudi's not too big on German people, man. They're
When did
not
you
too
find
big
that
on
out?
the. You can look it up. So right now, currently, Saudi's not really big on German people. So Cody
I
winning would
mean,
actually turn the crowd.
character-wise, he's from Germany, but he's from Australia.
I mean, we could say the same thing about let's not go there. But either way, his background's German. His little theme song walks out to a German march. So that's not going to be too big. If Gunther wins, I see a lot of boos. A lot of boos. So if W wants to promote Crown Jewel, I think it makes more sense for Cody to win. Because Cody's the fan favorite. So, and either way, it's not really a match that has any big differences or indication. Whoever loses don't really matter. It's just a achievement championship. So yeah, if Gunther wins, it's gonna be like a really hard
It's because
win
of
too.
KO.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like KO's gonna get
I
involved
think
some way somehow.
if KO shows
Because I'd
up during
rather
that
KO
match,
get involved than Goldberg get involved and cost Gunther.
oh, I was about to say that too. Gunther just you know about to get deliver a power bomb to Cody. Then Goldberg's music hits, but he doesn't come from the ramp. He comes from the crowd, and he spears Gunther. But no, that the ref would have to go be down for some reason because that all disqualification. Let's say
Either
the ref goes down,
hmm,
Goldberg's music hits, and then he doesn't come out at all. He's not even there. And then Gunther gets distracted. Cody follows up with let's say Cody. Hmm, I was going with Cody Cutter, or maybe Disaster Kick makes more sense. And then goes with the Crossroads. Ref gets up, pinning 1, 2, 3. I think that makes sense. I don't think Goldberg got to be in Saudi Arabia just to show up. Just to show up. I think they can
oh, he
have his
would.
music hit.
You
I
know
don't.
why?
His music could hit, and that's enough to distract Gunter. He doesn't have to be there himself.
I was
Goldberg's
gonna
music is a
say,
big thing. So
hmm, I was gonna say he would show up because he's undefeated at the Saudi shows, but then I remembered the
yeah, but
Taker and Goldberg
he's
match.
not really fighting though. I'm like, why would he fly 10 hours just to show up for that match when all they gotta do is just hit his music? Now
I
him being
mean,
there, I mean that's the thing, but he can't touch Gunter because no, it's gonna be disqualification.
why
So
would AJ
he just
Styles
gotta
fly
get.
all the way to Australia just to pack up LA Knight?
I mean, they were feuding.
When you really think about it.
Feuding for months. They were feuding for months. So it is what it is.
When you
They're
really
feuding
think
since
about it.
they're feuding since Survivor Season up to WrestleMania. So this doesn't even seem like a feud, just like personal beef. So all they gotta do is just hit Gunther's music, not Goldberg's music. That's all. If he gotta be there, sure, but I don't see the point of him being there
Honestly,
because
this
again,
just
he
looks like
can't
the
touch
battle
Gunther,
of Bret Hart's approval.
bro.
Goldberg, Gunther.
I
One
mean,
man
he
seeking for forgiveness, the
already
other
like yo.
man to get the flowers of the best wrestler. That's what it looks like.
He said already, like although like I lied that Goldberg's not my favorite wrestler. Really, I look up to Bret Hart more, but he said, "Yo, I don't really care about either one of them." Because when Bret was in the ring with Gunther, and he was trying Bret like saying, "Oh, you were the best that ever was," but like that's because I wasn't in your era, and that shit was like, "Oh, okay, Gunther, okay." He's trying Bret Hart right now. You know who that is?
I mean,
So,
would he even gotten that far? Because you gotta
oh,
understand,
I mean,
Michaels was a thing back
I
then.
think he would. I think he would, just because of the way he wrestles. He'd be like the JBL back then. That was like a that was during JBL's era, but JBL was with the APA. But
Mm-hmm.
I think he would have did something. He would have gotten as big as Goldberg or Bret Hart, but he would have been big. But to say the least, him trying to take shots at Goldberg after like Bret Hart, because he knows Goldberg and Bret Hart had beef with each other. That's
I
brilliant.
mean,
That's
that's
brilliant. So,
yeah.
and they're gonna be making that happen. What'd be funny if Bret Hart's music hits instead of Goldberg's. That'd be funny.
I
Like
don't know.
Cody's
Bret
there,
can
right?
still,
Cody's about to get
he
hit
can
with the
still
power
go.
bomb out of nowhere. I'm like, please tell me that's Natalia. Please tell me that's Natalia. Oh no, it's Bret Hart. What's he doing here? And to make the match more interesting, have Goldberg music hit too. And if Michael Cole's like, what the hell is going on? But this time Goldberg actually shows up. Who knows? But either way, I see some way somehow Goldberg's music's gonna hit either way. I think when you have a champion as powerful as Gunther, you're not gonna let him lose to Cody as regularly as it can. Although Cody's the fan favorite, I think it's gonna be like a distraction win or somebody's gonna get involved. But I don't see WWE just letting Gunther get hit with 3 crossroads and he's just gonna lose. No, that's not happening. It's gonna be some distraction win. If he does beat Cody, it'll be because nothing happened in the match, no distractions. If Cody wins, I think somebody comes out and distracts Gunther. But that's just me. I'm just going through every possibility there is. So Brett could get involved, Goldberg could get involved, nobody could get involved. Could be a fair match. Cody could win it. Gunther could win it. But Moron, I think Gunther will win either way. So I have 2 out of 1 for Gunther. For now.
But either way, it's gonna be a good match. I just felt like there should have been more story to it. Like the whole,
Yeah, they
Cody
did
always
build
eliminating Gunther in the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah.
Always getting one up on him.
Did they not mention that?
Nope, they haven't. That's why I
Why
said
would they
there's
not mention
story to
that?
be built here. This was just
Or
put
maybe
together
they're
for that big old belt, crown jewel.
maybe they want to
Like
build that
Churchill
up for
Knife on the
Survivor
belt, but
Series. Maybe they're doing that for Survivor Series. Or I don't know if they're doing a Night of Champions. That don't make sense because this kind of is Night of Champions. Oh well.
I don't think Cody's gonna have a match at Survivor Series.
Why
I think
wouldn't
that's just gonna be mainly built around the bloodline.
you? Yeah, but Bloodline's not one match. Yeah, it's just I think Cody's gonna be there, but he's gonna face Kevin Owens. That's just how I think. He because like Cody he said like in many interviews he wants to he wants to be in every pay-per-view he can. So unless he's injured, which he's not, he'll be at Survivor Series. He might not wrestle, but he'll be there. Well, I think he wants to wrestle.
I could see it.
Well, that's Crown Jewel. We'll see how the pay-per-view goes. Let's see how the matches go.
Yeah, the matches are what's going to make the show.
Yep, I think Triple H might just kick the show off himself. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
That brings us to the end of the wrestling edition. So as always, section, take us out.
Happy to do so, but let me talk to y'all real quick, man, about NXT's Jada Parker. I don't know if y'all follow Jada Parker on Instagram. Y'all should. Y'all should, because she knows exactly what she's doing, man. I have never seen a woman come out of NXT looking so damn good, man. Her finisher is basically telling us that she's gonna go places. You ever see what she did to Tony Storm? Did you see it? I don't think you saw it, man. She did. She hit her with that. She hit her with a cheek. She hit her with a cheek, man. And Tony went flying. And I'm like, that shit was hilarious, man. It's so fucking good. Like, hey, Nikita, hey, all love for Nikita, man. All love. But this is Jada Parker's time. All right. When she gets to the main roster, it's gonna be and it's gonna be Jada Parker versus Nia Jax one day, and I'm gonna be it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. So, this brings us to the end of the wrestling edition. Please remember to like and subscribe. Turn on post notification bells. Please comment what do you want us to talk about, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hopefully we will. Without, an ending like that. Oh boy. What was I gonna say? Oh, the outro.
Oh, the outro.
You really messed my head up with that one.
Oh, did I?
You know what? We're just gonna end it right here.
Oh my
We're gonna see y'all next time. Oh my.